Alright, hi, hello. I know it's been quite the hot minute, huh? So yeah, we're back. I have a 2024 Hobonichi Weeks. This is an April start one that I have already begun to make very chunky because I've decided that I want to do whatever the hell I want to do with it, ultimately. So yeah, this is the April start one. I just got it like maybe a week ago or so. No, I didn't get it a week ago. I got it here? And we're now here, so maybe I did only get it a week ago. And I've already made several decisions about what I'm doing for next year and how I'm going to move forward using this one. So, let us start with looking at how I have April set up here. So April, I have somewhat minimally what's happening. I have a sleep tracker that I have not filled in because I realized that because I don't have like an Oura ring or a smartwatch of any kind, my phone doesn't actually track the hours that I'm sleeping, it just tracks the hours I'm in bed. And so if I wake up in the middle of the night and I don't pick up my phone, it doesn't register that. So, I want to be tracking this, but I need to buy another item. Like, I need to buy some sort of tracker device in order to do that. And that isn't really in the cards right now. You know, just generally speaking. So, I think that you'll also notice that I'm using the same washi tapes for April and May because April I always do Cherry Blossom, and Cherry Blossom is almost always like light pink, light blue, light purple, and then I'm using this, honestly I have no idea when it's from, but it's like from 2019 probably, Happy Scrappy kit that is Sanrio themed. I'm using that for this month. So it's also the same sort of colors. Like if you look at the paper here, the background colors are like the exact same colors of the washi tapes I have picked out, the highlighters, etc., etc. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to grab, what do I want? I'm gonna grab my Pigma Micron, my microperm. I'm gonna draw in some lines here. So we're gonna start with, I need some sort of small straight edge. I'm gonna put in the habit tracker down here, which you'll notice that I basically failed at using this month. And I'm actually going to use the Symbolion pen, I think that one writes on this Simply Gilded washi a lot better than the microperm. Yeah, okay, cool. How did I do this? So, I believe I have mentioned at some point, though I don't know if that video went up now, that I have a very, very old cat. He's 21, which makes him the equivalent of like a 100-plus-year-old man. And this makes it very difficult to go out and get a job because taking care of him is a full-time job. So that's where I'm at right now. I am taking care of that cat, cosplaying a housewife, because like honestly my capacity for doing housework is very like very bare minimum, and it's more like three days a week I'm going and volunteering at a thrift store that supports a truly no-kill animal shelter, and they're more like a foster service. I believe that they have a very small shelter, but most of their animals are in foster care rather than a shelter situation, because, you know, that's a lot better for them ultimately. All right, so there's that. Habits. I have no idea what my habits are going to be this month for May, because as I pointed out, I am planning this on the 17th right now, because I want to be able to put it up here, and I want to be able to give myself time to edit, because I feel like that was my major problem previously. Pardon me, that's a sticky note with the monthly infos. That's nice. Okay. So then I'm gonna peel this back up, because I like to white out this section before I put washi down. Okay. Let me push that and make sure it's right up on the line there, not over it. And reapply. Cool. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to I'm gonna highlight the days in gray. This is also the Japanese version, because they don't do the English in the April start. But that is definitely one of the things I will be doing for 2025, is I will be grabbing the January start English, and I also in the Mega version, because we'll get there eventually, hopefully. This won't be a 9 million hour long video, because I want to plan for the whole month in one video. Alright, there we go. And then, what did I use over here? I used constellations and the purple. Let's use the moons. I might have something here I can use, actually. Potentially one of those guys, or one of these smaller boxes. We've got that banner there. Okay. Let's see. I think if I use one of these banners, yeah, they're ever so slightly too wide to go there nicely. Unless I wanted to do something there. That'd be nice. And then only have 2 goals written up here. Okay. And then I'm still gonna wind up doing washi tape up there. Anyway, so cut off that bit, cut off 3 moons. Cut that straighter. So what have you guys been up to recently? I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley on my Switch, which is disappointing, because recently there has been an update and it is currently console only, which is excruciating for those of us, or no, it's currently PC only, which is excruciating for us console only players. I've decided to romance Sebastian on this playthrough, because my last playthrough was Emily. And honestly, out of all of the Stardew Valley women, Emily's the best. I know that there is actually a significant cult following for Haley. I've never romanced her, like, officially. Like, I have done a playthrough where I, got the group 10 heart event. I did do the one where you have the rabbit foot. So you got the slightly better haha jokes cutscenes. rather than the bro what the fuck cutscenes. Just because I couldn't like handle that, you know, like I couldn't handle everyone being upset with me because I am in fact a big baby. Okay, and then it's May, and I'm gonna put May down on that little flags there, and I'm actually going to put the other banner down here, and I'm gonna use the boxes for my goals. I only have one, and it says goals rather than goal 1 and like goal 2. So if I remember correctly, the Symbolian writes on these ones, because Sam, artist behind Happy Scrappy, sent this one specifically to use when she started using the glossier stickers. Right. Goal 1, goal 2. There we go. So my wife is starting, not this Friday, but this Friday, the 26th. She's starting a new job as a park ranger, so I have no idea what her schedule is moving forward. I don't have any trips planned at the moment. Essentially, all I have is I love how I'm just using this pen. Yeah, it doesn't bleed, but it does ghost pretty bad, and it almost bleeds, but honestly, that doesn't bother me. I like seeing the pages used. I like seeing the pages crumpled. Like, I don't feel like pulling it out right now, but I do eventually want to use my watercolors in here. I'm also trying not to be too hard on myself about what my handwriting looks like and all of that, which is very hard, in all honesty, because I have gotten comments on my planner, like on my Instagram, and I've like deleted the posts because I am in fact very delicate. Green for the farmer's market, and then yellow for whatever the fuck yellow becomes. About how my handwriting is not aesthetic, and how, you know, how can you be confident enough to post that? And like, it just, you know, if you've ever gotten comments like that about something that either feels really fundamental to you or feels like impossible to change, like, you'll understand that like really kind of sucks ass. Okay, so volunteer hours. What was the order? Volunteer hours. So I'm trying not to be hard on myself about my handwriting. I'm also trying to work on my handwriting, and just, you know, generally work on being more confident in myself and who I am, which is probably kind of a surprise to some of you because, you know, I have always made myself, okay, so those fit like basically perfectly. Gotcha. I've always kind of made myself like, I don't know. What am I trying to say to you? Okay, so my Jonathan and Ivani's are there. Here, which means the second is my mom. If you're wondering why I track my mom's paydays, I know that I've mentioned in the past, but again, it's been 9 million years, is because she gives me her portion of the phone bill, and I then use that for stuff for the cats, ultimately. So I go in Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 5 at the thrift store. Yep. And then we have been winding up at the thrift store for Saturdays as well. So I'm just going to plot those in. But much like I did last month, I will also include a canceled. And that is just the red line. I think last month I had actually used my Stapler red, but I don't carry around my Staplers all the time. I always carry around this one though. So there's that. The markets are Saturdays 8:30 to noon 30. And then they are Wednesdays at the pier 8 to 12. Most of the reason why I mark this is because I do genuinely want to get to a point where I'm selling at these markets. But, you know, shit happens. All right, Mother's Day is here. I have a video going here and a video going up here. And I think I had also wanted to try and do one for fibers there, but I'm going to use, fuck it, I might as well use this one. I already used it for a holiday as well, so it's not just that. Okay, there we go. Right. Crafting, like knitting and crochet podcast, Mother's Day, Witchy Bullet Journal, live, June, plan with me live. All right, cool. I also definitely didn't leave myself room for anything there, of the sleep there. So I think that might just wind up being deco later on as I go along. So Craftcast, there we go, there's that for that one, and then everything else will be written in like this. So pier, pier 8 to 12, Ela's 2 to 5, amphitheater, I'm just gonna write 8 to 12. Don't know, I'm gonna write in Ayla's, but I'm not gonna write down the hours. Okay, there's that. And that is ultimately everything I can write in. Because I don't, other than, all right, sticking to my posting schedule. What do I want for this one? So one of the things that I'm doing back in the notes is I'm doing sort of daily notes, a spending tracker, and then it started with like more of a to-do list rather than goals, and then these are going to be like end of the month review questions, probably what do I think I did well, like based on my goals. I did not write them on this one, but they're in my previous one, so I know what my goals for April are, all of that. So that's going to happen here, and we'll come back to this in a moment. But yeah, no, I'm doing like mixed media journal, scrapbooky, junk journal-y type things in here. Right, so 2 applications and find a hair salon. Those are both more to-do shaped than they are goal shaped. So let me look at my 2023 one. So I did write down goals here. Build a consistent schedule. We're gonna make goal 2 stick to it. Gotta love reevaluating your life in the middle of the month, huh? Sticking to the video posting schedule is goal 1 for May. Goal 2 is sticking to a personal care schedule. And I have made pages in the section that I have pinned out for collections. Got pen collection, another page for that. Yule gifts, social media schedules here. So we have papers, fibers, papers and fibers, YouTube and Instagram. So that's the posting schedule for that. Yeah. Then we have a cleaning schedule, and then I have a perfect week, which essentially is when I would do the pink here is self-care. The blue is house care, and then this is outside of the house, and then this is personal development. Like, okay, so this is, so like, let's look at Monday and Tuesday. So Monday, I would do a clay mask, wash my hair, deep condition my hair every other Monday. Dishes and laundry, and I do one for each of a load for each of us. And then I go on a 15-minute walk, and then I sit down wherever I'm at, and I sketch for 15 minutes, and then I walk home. And that's what a 15-minute walk and sketch is. And then on Tuesday, I wouldn't have any like cleaning myself kind of self-cares, but like I might do my nails or something like that. Laundry, towels. And by towels, I typically mean more like the gross laundry. And then Ayla is 2 to 5. And you'll notice that I don't do any extra exercise, and I try not to do anything because I have to leave the house at 12:30 for the bus to be able to get there by 2. And then I've written in a bunch of books, 22 books so far. I'm sure there's more. Translated the interview with myself that I haven't filled out yet. I pasted in some of the notes pages from last book. And this is holidays content. It's essentially what this is fun holidays, and holidays I personally observe that I feel like I could make Instagram posts specifically about, because I find it really difficult to post on Instagram consistently. This was the page that was recipes in the Japanese version. And then more of those pasted in pages. This was the seasonal transitions. This is the emergency preparedness page, and I translated their checklist, essentially. I didn't find that, like, when I translated this, I didn't find it useful to copy over, because I don't necessarily have a lot of these like places and services here in Florida. We have our conversions, we have the how old are they based off of what year were they born, and then we have a bunch of people. Okay, I pasted another one over the getting the most out of the Hobonichi page, and then started the next year collect like notes. So I want to get the English, the January start, and the Mega. And the Mega has approximately 217 English, or 217 extra notes pages in the English version. So I can use 52 of them for weekly, hourly layouts. I can use 96 of them for 8 pages per month for the spending, the notes, and the review. And then I can use 69 / the rest of them for the collections and other notes. I'm actually thinking of doing 10 rather than 8, but I'll see what I average in this year. Right now I believe I only have, sorry, I realized that there were a bunch of numbers there that you didn't need to see. So I have 1, 2, 3 for each month. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 for each month. So that's 6 pages, 3 spreads. And if you're wondering, this one is the one that has your, yeah, This one is the one that has the abbreviations, and this one is the one that has the index on it, so that would work out nicely, and I would still have, I think, 20 or so pages for the collections is what I gave myself. And if you're wondering, I'm working from the back of the book towards this cover, this like collections cover page. That's how I'm doing that. Where were we? So yeah, no, I was showing you that I have a self-care schedule, and I have a cleaning, and I have tips on building a cleaning schedule, which I think might be June. Oh, you know what? Titi, Vanessa, and Abuelo are coming this month, and I don't know when. I'm gonna text the wife. So when I get that, I want to use one of the thin ones to mark that. Contemplates. I think I'm leaning more towards the pink, or the purple and the blue. And I have more of the blue. So I'll probably use the blue when she gets back to me about that. So now, I think really quickly I'm going to do the lines here on my habits so that I don't get lost. I used blue last time, okay. So I'm not using I just don't like to use the same color month after month for the same place. Boop. There we are. Oh my goodness. Caps don't want to play nice. Okay, so now we're going to go back here. I'm going to set up these pages for May. Hopefully I'll be able to do the rest of this quicker. Yeah. Paste that there. And I use the Elmer's Craft Bond Repositionable. I buy these in a giant pack from Michael's or Amazon, depending on who's cheaper at the time that I need to refill. And it's been a couple of years since I've had to buy another pack. And I mean, you've seen the junk journaling and stuff that I do. Like they last me for quite a bit, which is nice. Okay. Now I determine whether or not I want to put the spending here, or if I want to put, oh no, you know what might really be really cute actually. This is gonna make these pages very chunky because it's gonna wind up with, well, no, I might not do the exact, I might not put the June one here. Yeah. I might not put the June one there. So I'll put this here, right? And then I'll put down some of these boxes, the ones that I can write on. Why would I do that? Yeah, I think that's really cute. I'll do it that way. And I'll put these boxes down for the review. And at the end of the month, see, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. And then I'm like, oh no, we're along for the ride together. We're discovering as we go. There we are. And then nope. And then, excuse me, I'm so sorry, I keep doing that. Okay, yeah. Apologies, that was me counting how many stars were there and then how many stars were there on that, and then how many letters there are in the word review. Yeah, I'll use one of these here. Genuinely, part of the reason why I'm doing the way that I'm doing things right now is because I want to use up my supplies that I have. Because I am realizing that I'm not necessarily like I'm hoarding, and I'm not getting the enjoyment I would actually be getting out of these things if I used them, you know? We're gonna put this one here. Nice. That's a cute little quote. And then I want to put something here. What do I have? I want to put some like little piece of paper so I can write down a to-do list for myself for the month, but I don't want to cover up all of my little Baditz Marus because he is my second favorite Sanrio character. My first favorite Sanrio character is Choco Cat, but no one ever makes merch for Choco Cat anymore, at least. I remember back when the Sanrio store like still existed, Choco Cat had lots of like actually good shit. But like Choco Cat is kind of the redheaded stepchild of Sanrio these days. Like nobody acknowledges them. Alright, I also don't want to cover up the Once More with Love Munchkin. I think that's who that is, or maybe it's just a random character dressed as Karopi, because I do like Karopi. Because like the little moss creature is Happy Dia's little moss creature. Did not tear that one as well as I could have. Alright, give Karopi a bit more space. Alright, there we go. And then apply glue! I keep hitting my head on my phone that I am filming with. So if the camera like keeps juddering, I am so sorry. Okay. Do I want to use one of the to-dos? Do I want to use the list, or do I want to use goals? I think to-do, and I'll do the purple one. Okay, there we go. Okay, and now I pull out these Midori index tabs that I got at JetPens. I bought my planner at JetPens as well. I bought this planner. Yeah, I just bought the planner. I already had this clear cover. This one's from 2019, I believe. So I bought the purple lavender planner. I bought the pink Midori index tabs, and then I bought the weather and mood washi tapes at JetPens. And I actually really quite like them. Okay, wait, I was supposed to be putting the May one down. Okay. So let me get that out of the package. So now right, okay. Making sure I didn't catch the vellum that I inserted to have an extra journaling page, which I am probably going to do here on this one as well, here in the middle. So, do I want to use, which one do I want to use? The character one or just the blank one? I think I want to use the character one just for colorful. Whoa, goodness. I was trying to figure out if I could, like if there was a way that looked nice to put an extra bit of journaling on the front side, because if you look at the one I did for April, I didn't, well, I glued down a sticky note in the empty space, but even that one's like just the pattern one, not the character one, and like I don't want to cover it up because it's cute. That appears to be working. Oop. Just heard my nails cutting through it. Oof. Yeesh. Alright, I want to actually, I can't move it, never mind. I was like, oh, I realized I just put that up a little high, and I cannot move it. It lives there now. Apologies if I keep moving it out of frame. I'm trying to move it closer to myself so I can seize. The better solution would probably be to lean in, but I don't want to put my head in the screen. So, you know, there's that. Okay. There's that one. And this will be the spending. And how did I set that up in April? Cash card item date. Gotcha. I'm going to pull out it's summer green, but essentially in my brain it's like the more vibrant version of this one. So, cash, card, item, date. And then I will grab another piece. You will see it's a Christmas letterhead that I'm just tearing down, because it's not a perfect match for the cream of the Hobonichi, but it's kind of sort of the best I'm gonna get without buying one of their specific notebooks. One of the Hobonichi, like the specifically Hobonichi notebooks. And using pages out of it. And I mean, ultimately, I could totally do that, because I don't want to use up all of this letterhead for this purpose. And they do, and at the very least, Jet Pens sells the notebooks year-round. They don't sell the planners year-round, which is part of the reason why I didn't grab the English January start mega this year. The reason why I bought from Jet Pens rather than the Hobonichi website, if you are wondering, is the Hobonichi website was making my like $30 order, like $30 worth of items, be like $70 with shipping. And I'm like, I genuinely cannot afford that. So, yeah, that. So now, so yeah. So now I have all of that. And if I wanted to, I could put stuff here as well. For it, I've got my review, which I think is exactly the same as what I've got. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. And we'll do June later, end of the month, end of May. Okay. So I need to pause, see how long this video is going to be approximately, swap over laundry, and grab myself a drink. And depending on what happens, I might actually do the weeks as a separate video. I also have to go stop the ancient cat from ruining everything. All right.